guys, and welcome to episode 1 of this F1 2020 My Team. I cannot wait to get started on this journey, to create a Formula 1 team here and go through the journey. The emotions, it's going to be a roller coaster. It's going to be absolutely insane. Let's crack straight on. Drop a like if you're hyped for this series. Thanks for coming along to episode 1 and being part of the journey. And we are going to win that Constructors' Championship. Probably about 10 years from now, but we are going to win it. That's my promise to you. Right, first things first, to create me. No gingers on the game, which is sad, but I created this guy. I've already put my name in there, Kiz or Kicks. Could be Kiz will be the initials, driver number 25, because 7's not available because it's already taken. 25 is my birthday, 25th of May, so I'm going to use that. Second favourite number. KK7 Racing, says Claire. Who's that boy looking at me? KK7. Alright, KK7 Racing nice. It is. Right, so sponsors, like I said, the signing bonus, 4.2 mil all the way up to 5.2 mil. You've got weekly income that you get from your sponsor as well. You can see some have a bigger payout initially, but give you less each week. You've also got the gold bonus, which is very important. So if we go up to the most expensive, earning 25 Constructors' Championship points in a season, don't think that's going to be achievable. As a team, achieve 5 points finishes during the season. Quite tough when you're the new kids on the block, right? So I think we should go with, what do you think? Just ask the chat for their thoughts. TriStar or Shark is kind of where we're stuck between. Shark obviously give us a bigger payout up front. You get about 5 grand less each week, and you get a slightly less goal bonus, but the goal bonus I think is probably more achievable. I don't know. It's difficult to tell, but you get the extra 0.3 million. So Shark or TriStar? We're going with Shark. It's official.
Fantastic.
Done.
Now we've got a budget to work with. Our car won't be going anywhere fast without a power unit. So let's sign a power unit supplier now.
Probably the most important decision we are going to make.
We need both
who is our power
and
unit
durability from our power unit, but we also need to balance the books. We're going to have a lot of other areas to invest our cash into.
Huge decision then. You can see you've got performance and durability and cost. 3 things to consider. Honda is the cheapest. No surprise, it has the lowest performance and the lowest durability. Next up from that, you've got Renault, Mercedes, and ultimately Ferrari. Where do you think we should go? I'm leaning towards Renault or Honda. I think we should start cheap and save money to invest in the headquarters later. I think the best choice here is Renault. I think, look, in terms of performance, it's only 2 ratings lower than the Mercedes one anyway. Durability, we're just going to have to watch out for, but we save ourselves like £750,000 here. Definitely going to rule Honda out, being right at the low end of the spectrum. We're going with Renault, guys. Chat seems happy with that. I'm happy with that. So you've probably all seen career modes and streams of this so far. A lot of people saying Correa, sorry. He's cheap. I want someone with good pace and good experience. I mean, look, if we're going to get one of the cheaper drivers, it makes complete sense to get Juan Manuel Correa, because we start to go up to 1.5 mil here, but only 1 less rating. Decent race pace as well. Experience on the low side, but they are for everybody. So I think Juan Manuel Correa, definitely the best choice here. He's going to be our teammate. So there's a summary of what we've chosen. We've got 1.2 million left to spend. We've got Shark as a sponsor, Renault as an engine, Correa as a teammate. Let's get started. I am buzzing. Right, team KK7 Racing is done. That's the car, they're the racing suits, the branding of the team colours, and the badass logo in the background, representing the 7 for KK7 Racing. Let's advance. I love it. We look like a team that means business. Will we perform like that on the track? That's the big question. So just to show you all the settings, we're going 50% race distance, full practice, full qualifying. Formation lap will be off because that's just going to bore me to tears and I won't show you that in the editing. Anyway, race distance, like I said, 50%. We're going to start on AI driver level of 90, which is master difficulty. So this is going to prove to be quite tough. Flashbacks are off. If I crash after a banging race on the last lap, I crash. It's my own fault. That will stop me driving too recklessly. Parc Fermé rules, vehicle damage simulation, safety car on, corner cutting regular, race starts manual. I want to get off to good starts and bad starts. I want the accountability. Tyre temperature will leave as it is. In terms of assist, braking assist is off, anti-lock's on. You can see the rest of the settings there. I do want that dynamic racing line on, but I want it only on for corners. Whatever happens this season, you've already made the history books. It's asking us questions. How we answer these questions will affect morale, all of those other stuff, the acclaim. It will affect the R&D department and what direction they take in terms of improving the car. So I need to answer carefully. I won't lie, it's been a lot of work. There's even more to come. I wouldn't have taken the task if I didn't believe in myself and my team. It's not about me. This is about the team. I think I'm going to say that. It's just the nicest answer to give, isn't it? What was it that drew us to the teammate? Skill set suits the team. We can see the potential. It was tough. They took a bit of a gamble. It was about finding the right fit for the team. I'm going to say their skill set really suits the team. That's what I'm going with. Now, in terms of choosing essentially a rival, they've got Williams on there. We're saying we could go after Alfa Romeo, Haas, or AlphaTauri. I'm gonna pick Williams because I think they do have the weakest car, as we know. So I am gonna say, and if I'm gonna pit ourselves against the rivals, I'm gonna pit us in a fight that we can win. Few close races with the Williams. Right, these are the important questions that will affect R&D. Chassis balance is incredible. Sim data looks good. Making the car as responsive as possible, or maximising traction. I am going to say maximising traction because in the practice Grand Prix that I had off stream, traction was my biggest issue coming out of corners. So how are we going to catch up to the teams that have more experience? Talk about the power unit, plenty of room to innovate in our ERS system. We'll have a better picture after the first race. That's like a nothing answer really. Fresh pair of eyes can find solutions the other teams haven't yet seen in reducing drag, or weight reduction with the fuel loads. Okay, a lot of people suggesting this answer that we're going to say this era has brought a lot of complexity into the power unit and we've found plenty of room to innovate in our ERS system. Here we can say we've got a streamlined car, we expect incredible top speeds on the straights, we developed an incredibly light car, top speed and through the corners. F1 isn't just one race, it's a whole season. We can avoid grid penalties, overtaking's about power. So here I think I'm going to talk about the car being incredibly light. That's what I want to focus on. If we can whiz around the track, we've already just bigged up the ERS. I think now we go about the lightness and the top speed through the corners. Chassis department has noticed our answer. So we're making this car well balanced across the board. Which one are we most proud of? The power unit department, the chassis department, the durability, which we already know is relatively low here at Renault, or the aerodynamics. I'm going to say the aerodynamics, I think, because that sort of couples up with what we just said previously. I just want the car to handle really well. I'm going to big up the aerodynamics with this answer. The aero department has noticed our response. There we go.
Well, that's about all we've got time for here. We will see how this fledgling team fares in its first Grand Prix.
So you can see already, KK7 Racing, in terms of the performance of the car, we are better than Haas already, and in theory better than Williams as well, who I picked as our rivals. I probably should have been more ambitious there and said Haas, like you guys in the chat did suggest. But I'm pleased with that. We're not the worst car on the grid. In theory, we should be qualifying ahead of those teams. See the development progress as well. Powertrain looking good. Aerodynamics, durability, and chassis all looking decent as well. Let's have a look at the R&D tree. You can see here, this is where you develop the car. You can recommend some upgrades as well. We'll come back to that in a little bit, I think. In terms of facilities then as well, you can see that the weekly running costs, the weekly resource points that are generated as well. This is pretty cool. You can improve your sponsor relations, the activities management, obviously get your team more acclaim. This is cool. I like this. Obviously you can big up your second driver, make him a little bit better. Don't forget we're not in direct competition with our teammate, even though technically we are. I want him to do well because it will boost the team's acclaim. Some of these upgrades, man, super expensive in the aerodynamics department. £5 million to improve anything, minimum. So you also get your calendar, which I will show you in a second, but you've got to fill it with activities. You can see here we've got the car reveal on the 6th of Feb. Today is currently the 25th of Feb. You can do things like pre-season press tours, you can do an advertising campaign, you can do a marketing campaign, the merchandise sale to raise cash. Don't waste time, ever. So you can see we've got like 10 days to fill. We're going to do a 7-day aero and chassis focus. We're going to make the most of this time. It's going to gain us resource points. It improves the morale of the aerodynamics and the chassis team, which is obviously what we're focusing on in terms of our car. So that's going to go in there. And then we've got another stretch of time before the Grand Prix weekend. We've got 5 days there. So we could add something else in there. We could try and generate some cash, or we could do the driver camp as well, which probably, I think, will be the sensible second option. So we'll do the aero and chassis focus there. Then we've got the car reveal. And then we're going to do the driver training camp to get Juan Manuel Correa up to speed, get him some more points, make him a better driver. So there you go, as we advance time there, you see we earned a bit of money. You can see the effects that the aero and chassis focus has had. Now we've got the car reveal at the Team HQ, which of course we are going to go to our official unveiling of our KK7 Racing brand new F1 team car. There it is, look at it. What a thing of absolute beauty. I love the colour scheme, I love the badge on the front, I love the Shark sponsor, and I love the fact we're driving number 25. What do you think, guys? There she is. Got ourselves some more cash, got ourselves some points. The driver training camp went well, as you can see. Now it's the time for our first race weekend, which of course is in Melbourne, Australia. If you're hyped for this, guys, please do hit that like button. Give me every single bit of luck you can think of. Every bit of luck you've got. Qualifying pace. Qualifying pace program is designed to measure your car's ultimate speed. Car will be set up with low fuel, fastest available tyres.
Sessions, you can check the details in the car monitor. We'll get good data for both the race and factory teams, so they're well worth running.
So I'm going to do the qualifying pace program. Get 1 lap, 200 resource points available for achieving the expected time, and then getting under it, with the objective being 19th. Right, here we go. 19th is the objective.
Don't worry about tyres, just give it everything. In this test, we want to make sure we can lap close to our rival's pace.
Oh my god, this car. Right, it's a flying lap, of course. I've been used to doing practice laps. Here we go, qualifying pace program. See if we can get it done. Oh, went a bit wide there. Not the best exit, but getting used to the car, getting used to the track. Oh, way too late on the brakes. Way too late on the brakes. Way too late. Jesus. Cut a corner, don't mind me. How's the audio levels, guys? Slow exit. Such a slow exit. This corner is a bitch. There we go. Other than that one mistake we made.
Well, program over, but that wasn't much help to us. We need it again, I'm afraid.
Do track acclimatization. Okay. The faster we get through each corner, the higher the score. Okay. Fucking make the jump on stream, man. What is your problem? Trying to do track acclimatization here.
Approaching the DRS zone. Watch your MFD for the activation point.
Go. That's got to be decent. Oh, lap 1 of 3.
Great stuff. You've pretty much nailed this circuit. This is a really strong foundation to build from over the weekend.
What an incredible
I mean, it's only practice, but we're the 7th fastest.
Join us again as the rest of the weekend unfolds.
Just saying. Here we go then, qualifying commences. Let's see what we can do, how high up the grid we can get ourselves placed to give us every chance of getting something out of this race. The main goal though, to beat Williams, to give Haas a really, really good challenge and not crash. Not crash would be a win for me. Let's see if we can put in a decent qualifying lap time. Braking way too soon into that corner, but we get a good exit. Carlos Sainz will put fastest lap in at the moment. Concentration faces in full flow here, I'm aware. A little bit of corner cutting going on there, but we got away with it. Trust in the car. Set that a bit wide. And that one. Gonna get a lap time in though. Give ourselves something to aim against. Not gonna be a quick lap though, by any stretch of the imagination. So 1:25. Oh god. It's race day, guys. All I want to do is just not crash out.
Can Mercedes start with victory in their bid to win a 7th consecutive Constructors' title? Could Ferrari or Red Bull establish an advantage early on? And with 22 cars on the grid, how quickly can the new team find their footing? Well, it's great to be back, Anthony Davidson.
Prediction?
We've got a lot to talk about this year.
That's right, Crofty. It felt like a long winter, but it's good to finally be back.
Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Leclerc, Max Verstappen, and Ricciardo, Albon, Sainz, Ocon, and Lando Norris, Perez, Stroll, Daniel Kvyat, and Gasly, Giovinazzi, Magnussen, Kimi Raikkonen, and Roman Grosjean, Russell, the owner-driver, Latifi, and Juan Manuel Correa. It's almost time for those 5 red lights.
What's
to go
our
out.
teammate done?
Then let's see who can prevail.
He's got a
today.
10-place penalty. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're going to go 2-stop, soft, medium, and then soft. And we're off. It's a good start. It's a very average start. Just want to stay out of harm's way at the beginning. Oi, Latifi, you little psychopath. Oh, look at me and Correa. That's not the start we had in mind. Bloody hell. Oh, fuck off, Correa. Honestly, what are you ramming me up the inside there for, you lunatic?
Mind that front wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage.
What an absolute idiot. This car is not handling great.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Yeah, we're going for it. Change the strategy.
Copy that.
Correa has killed me already. Correa has absolutely killed me in this race. Need to change to a 2-stop strategy, don't we? I actually want to box now. Bloody teammate. Understeer of doom. What a prick. Can't even turn through the corners, lad. Oh my word. Correa's just come straight up the inside. No reason whatsoever to be there. Oh, look at the state of it. We should box, shouldn't we?
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
We're boxing, we're boxing. I hate my teammate. Can I fire him? Oh, he should be flying through this bit. This is going to be Bance. Matey has just done me in.
Go, go, go.
We're out. Anyone else boxing? No, bloody course not. We're 30 seconds behind Latifi.
Okay, you only have to stop once now. One stop left.
On the bloody mediums.
DRS will be enabled this lap.
Great.
You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
34 seconds behind Latifi. I'm not looking after these tyres, by the way. Get them warmed up and we'll chase Latifi down. Get that power, all the power. Oh, we've gained almost a second. If we get anything out of this race, it'll be a miracle. If I see Correa, I'm ramming him off the road. We have taken a second off him that lap, though. Come on, lap 5, we got this. We're going to have to nurse these tyres. We are gaining on him quite quickly, and I'm not even using that overtake button at the moment. Just charging up that ERS. I'll use it when we go through the chicane in a second. 31.7 seconds the gap now. It was 34.2, so we're doing alright. I'll take a warning. Got to do something drastic. You just can't write this stuff, can you? On the first lap of your very first Grand Prix, your newly signed teammate decides he's got it in for you, sticks his front wing in where it isn't welcome, and you take the flak for it. Unbelievable. We're still putting in some decent lap times. Gap down to 30.3 seconds now, but it's just completely ruined our race. Completely ruined our weekend. Gap is under 30 seconds now for the first time.
Our gap to the car in front is 29.4 seconds.
Don't need to hear it, Jeff. Don't want to hear it, Jeff. Fucking well rescued. Thought we were a goner there. Thought we were in the wall. No major incidents. No one made a mistake at this stage. No one out of the race. Everyone's still going. And here we are, still trying to just catch the rest of the pack. We have closed the gap to Latifi to under 29 seconds now, though. Oh, it's back over. That didn't last long, did it? Essentially, by taking that damage, we lost a stint on the soft tyres. That's what's happened. People are pitting now. People are starting to make their pit stops. Can we get within touching distance of any of these guys? None of them had to change a front wing, mind. It's going to be a straight tyre swap, I would imagine.
Russell is stopping now.
Russell is in the pit. Sainz in the pit. We are still P22 though. Come out in front of us, both of them. Without that damage, I think we'd have had a good race. We'd have had a good race. I am so gutted. We are closing the gap on Russell though. Just want to get these soft tyres on. More cars going into the pit. It could be interesting in a minute. Could be a bit of traffic ahead of us. Might give us an opportunity. Put ourselves in a decent position. Despite our amended strategy. Latifi is in the pit at the moment. So is Grosjean and Kimi Raikkonen. Now we've got some traffic ahead of us. It's Latifi, the other back marker. We've been chasing him down all race. He's on a set of hard tyres. We're on some worn mediums. Love to take him at some point. Bide our time. Don't want to take any more damage. Come on, son. It's going to be a tight battle, I think. We're going to have to take him at exactly the right moment. Oh, you are kidding me.
Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
We pushed too hard. We pushed too hard. We made up all that time. I said there's no flashbacks. I said if we drive erratically and crash, no one's at fault but us. Our first Grand Prix, rather realistically, ends in disaster. Terminal damage. Get out my face, cameras. Get out my face.
A great race then, and a fantastic victory here at Albert Park.
I assume it was Lewis Hamilton. He started on pole.
So
Mercedes
Anthony,
got the
what made
victory.
the
There it
difference
is, number
out there today?
44.
Well, time management
Lewis
probably played
Hamilton
quite a large
takes
role in the outcome
the
of
win.
this
Where
one.
did Correa
However,
come?
it's not
Hopefully
just about speed,
he
it's all
didn't
about
finish either.
maintaining that
Sod the
speed
team. He
consistently
took me
over a
out.
stint.
We were better than the
And I can
Williams.
see
That
the
is one thing I
drivers
will
starting
take
to
from that.
approach the podium
We
for
might
the
not have
victory
finished the race,
celebrations.
but we were
A real
quicker
team victory
than the
today.
Williams.
Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
Two Mercedes boys on the podium, alongside Max Verstappen. Not a Ferrari in sight. Good day. Good day for Mercedes in the constructors. They're off to a flyer. So we did get some XP for hitting the wall at high speed. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
The drivers
Where did he
standing.
finish?
Lewis Hamilton
Where
takes the lead
did
of the Drivers' Championship.
Correa
Let's
finish?
focus on the driver of the day.
19.
Davidson. Who do you pick?
It's got to be Lewis Hamilton.
But we
He
were
pulled
quicker
off
than
some
him.
impressive
We put in,
bits out on
look,
the
our
track
best
today,
lap
even by
was
his
quicker than
standards.
Latifi's,
It's time to check out
Russell's,
the constructors'
Correa's,
standings.
Grosjean's,
Mercedes
Magnussen's,
moves to the top of the table.
Giovinazzi's,
After an event
Raikkonen's.
like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us
Fiat's.
next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue
We were
to
like
bring
on
you the
pace
latest
with
excitement
Ocon and Gasly.
in Formula One.
Heartbreak. I can't believe I've gone after Latifi there. It was like the moment we started that race, the moment I took damage from my teammate, I was like a bull with a red rag. It was like a red rag to a bull. Any other car I saw, I was like, ah. And we'd have put the softs on and we'd have taken him. I know we would have. We did get some dollar though. We did get some dollar. Obviously, damage deductions. I have not helped matters by hitting the wall at 100 mile an hour. So like I said, that's where we're going to end it, guys. We've got Bahrain coming up next week, hoping obviously for a much more positive result. All we've got to do is finish the race for it to be more of a successful weekend, or take Correa out. I would consider that a dub. But thanks for being with me. Thanks for helping with the team name, the team colours. Hope you've enjoyed the episode despite the DNF guys. I said I wouldn't play with flashbacks and that I'd make it realistic, meaning that one mistake would cost me, and ultimately it did at Australia. But hope you've enjoyed it. Drop a like if you have, and I'll see you next time.